Hey there everyone, it's Retro Martin here, and it's time for the scores for Street Fighter 2 Special Champion Edition. Now I just recorded a really lengthy video where I had a lot of chatter, but for some reason the audio completely unsynced on it, which was very irritating after all that effort. So I'm going to have to do this again now. So you'll appreciate if I sound rushed, I do apologise, but we just had so many great entries that I couldn't do my normal just post on Twitter, and I didn't have time for an image because of work. So I'll go through all the scores and shout out a little bit about people, provided I know a little bit about what they actually do, of course, because I may have a few newcomers. So yeah, hopefully everyone enjoys seeing what everyone got. So first up on the list is SinaHosseini, who got 94,400. Great score, like absolutely brilliant effort. Sina does blog posts on a few things that you wouldn't necessarily have thought about in gaming, or you don't see very often, so go and check them out. One thing I did forget to mention is everyone's going to be mentioned in the description below, whether it's Twitter handles or links to YouTube and stuff like that, so please do get involved with some of these content creators and check them out. And next up is John Bunday, who got 130,700. John is the sort of founder and one of my co-hosts on a new Mega CD project, the Mega CD Appreciation Society. Yeah, a bit of a lengthy one, but there's not a lot of Mega CD content on the internet, so we wanted to sort of address the balance on that. So that's a new one to check out. The videos actually go on John's profile, and he also does stuff like whiskey videos and Mega CD conversions, so definitely check him out. Next person is a newcomer who I don't really know because this is the first time they've taken part, and that's Monomate, named after the potion in Phantasy Star Online, I'm assuming, with a score of 159,201. So well done on that one. Next up we have Three-Headed Monkey, who does just general gaming posts and things from Japan. And Three-Headed Monkey got a score of 296,201, which is a great score. Coming in next is SubliminalVCR, who does quite a lot of streaming on various games, some of which are quite rare, some of them are quite common. He's recently done Phantasy Star Online and stuff like Ghouls and Ghosts. He got a score of 302,801, so that's a great effort there. Next up is SonicEchoes, who posts quite a lot of Sega stuff with a score of 316,401. Takes part in quite a lot of the challenges, as does quite a lot of the people I've mentioned here. So that's also a fantastic score. TomFum with a score of 432,002 points. Tom has been described as a dealer from Japan because he's good at getting Japanese things for people. He managed to get me some stuff, including the Shining Force 3 trilogy, which I've been after the Japanese versions for quite some time because it's one of my favourite games. Tom's massively into his racing, so definitely check him out. He's also part of a podcast called Game Older Podcast, who you should definitely check out, and they'll be mentioned in the description below. They do new videos every Thursday. Next up on the list is the absolute man, legend, no, it's just me, with a score of 434,101. I'm not going to go too introductory on myself. I post gaming videos. It's 60-70% Sega related. The rest of it's just everything else. I do the Mega Drive challenge. I'm part of this new Mega CD project as well. Definitely check me out, which you already are because you're watching this video, so well done you. Next up we have streamer johnnyBeard with 475,001 points. Johnny does a lot of charity streaming, so I would urge you to definitely check him out because a lot of his streaming goes to a good cause. So it's definitely a very worthwhile endeavour there. So well done, Johnny. Next up is RazaisRetro, who posts quite a lot of videos on video gaming as well. So quite well known on YouTube. He's got a score of 516,600, so we're now into the 500,000+ club. So we're definitely going up the scoreboard here. Next up is another long-time Mega Drive challenger, and that is LeeStockley with a score of 614,001 points. So that is an absolutely brilliant effort from Lee. Normally puts in a lot of effort on the Mega Drive challenges with loads of entries, so it's always been great watching his. I believe he's won one or two of them as well in the past. Sadly not this one, but an absolutely phenomenal score nonetheless, and certainly much better than mine. Next up, we have Bedgell GRiGORiGS from Gaming for Ages with a score of 637,401 points, which is, again, a great score. Bedgell posts lots of great stuff, and Gaming for Ages is a sort of new project that he and his co-host, who I'll mention in a little while, have put together. They used to do stuff, videos a long time ago on a site, and now they've started up Gaming for Ages, which is absolutely fantastic. If you love Sega related stuff, then definitely give them a check out. Again, they're all linked in the description. Next up is RetroGubb with a score of 643,808, and it seems every week we see Gubb with a new parcel in hand with a MegaDrive game. He loves collecting sets, and it's been absolutely brilliant watching his collection grow over the last couple of years. Coming in next, we have Mr. Thunderwing, who does some absolutely fantastic videos on racing games. Definitely an arcade racer enthusiast, and obviously because of his name, a Transformers fan, you can infer. Does some great documentaries on things like Daytona and Outrun as well, so I definitely urge you to check him out. And with a score of 661,601, he's definitely very good at Street Fighter 2 as well, so well done there, MT. Next on the list, and the last score we have that is under 1 million, is Dan, the Mega Driver of the Sega guys. Dan and his co-host James, the Segaholic, post loads of Sega videos. They're one of the biggest, if not the biggest, Sega podcasts from the UK, and they're now part of the Shiro Media Group as well, so definitely check them out because their content is absolutely phenomenal. Dan managed to throw in a score of 832,300, which is absolutely brilliant effort. That's pretty much twice my score. So well done, Dan. And now we're into the million club, but we're not in the top 3, so that just shows the sort of scores we're looking at here. So bottom of the million club, but certainly very, very high up on the score list, is Mattatronics with 1,002,000. Matt posts some great posts on Mega Drive games from Japan that he likes to show off, so I love seeing those and just seeing some of the games that I've never seen before, or I might not have seen their box art. So that's brilliant. And next we're going up to the other co-host from Gaming for Ages, DibbsAhoy, with 1,110,200. Now, Dibbs has recently just put out a video on Gaming for Ages, which is part 1 of a 2-parter, which is an older video from a while back on the build-up to Street Fighter 2 Special Champion Edition actually coming out. Definitely some great fond memories, and you can really feel like how amazing it was for Dibbs. So I definitely urge people to go and watch that because it's fantastic. And obviously look out for part 2 when it comes, which is promising to be an absolutely epic video when it finally lands. So well done there, Dibbs. And now we're into the top 3. So drum roll, please. There we go. You know, half-hearted effort, but there we go. In third place, we have Shazzy, who had a score of 1,358,800. So a massive step up from all the other scores. Shazzy takes part in the odd Mega Drive challenge here and there, but always seems to put out some absolutely fantastic scores. So well done, Shazzy. And in number 2 is here because of Shazzy, and it is actually Shazzy's wife, whose name I haven't actually caught. So I will refer to them as Mrs. Shazzy, which seems like the safest thing to do, maybe, with a score of 1,368,500. So outstripped the husband by 10,000 at least. So that's absolutely fantastic. Know your place, Shazzy, when it comes to Street Fighter 2 anyway. And then finally, in the top spot and earning, give me a second, the coveted Mega Drive Cup, which did have tea in it when I was recording this earlier, but unfortunately I've drank all that, or drunk, whatever you call it. With a score of 1,369,201, I award the Mega Drive Cup to RetroDoggo, who has probably put in the most amount of entries to this Mega Drive challenge. Like, his score started out in the 400,000 mark and has just gone up and up and up, and just seeing him get that score is definitely well deserved. So well done, RetroDoggo. That was absolutely fantastic. So there we have it. Scores for Street Fighter 2 Special Champion Edition on the Mega Drive. phenomenal port of the game, phenomenal list of people who've taken part. Please do go and check them out, because you might discover something new that you never knew you needed in your life. And there's just some great content creators out there. So there's going to be a new video coming out shortly after this one with the new MegaDrive challenge. I hope you look forward to it, and I will see you in the next video.